Okay, here we have an Heathkit IG102, an RF signal generator that's capable of going from 100 kilocycles up to 110 megacycles, and it does so in 6 ranges, and has both internal and external modulation available, modulated with a 400 hertz tone internally. You have an external modulation control, control the signal strength of the incoming signal for the modulation, and a fine attenuator, a coarse attenuator with 3 different steps. This particular unit has been cleaned, lubricated, the switches have been cleaned, the microphone style RF inputs and outputs that are very old have been replaced with BNC connectors, which allows you to have a much more readily available selection of cable types and accessories for a much cheaper price. And the unit has been given a new coat of paint. Very, very nice looking. Good shape on the front panel, and as you're going to see, it also functions well. So we're going to give it a test and see how she fares there. Okay, we're going to start out at 100 kilocycles, and as you can see, we have a scope below that's giving us a look at our trace. So you pay attention to the scope as I change the dial, and just try and observe any strangeness or anything like that, so that you can understand that it doesn't do that. But I'm raising the frequency from 100 kilohertz and heading towards 320. Alright, range 2. I'm going to go ahead and take her all the way down, and we'll go up again. Alright, we're at 310 kilocycles, and we're heading to 1100, 1.1 megacycles. I'll go ahead and kick this up so you can see it a little better. Alright, go ahead and take her back down again. And we're going to go from 1 megacycles to 3.2 megacycles. Kick our range up again so you can see the signal a little easier. And I'm sweeping. Okay. And now we will take her back down again. Let's go from 3.1 to 11 megacycles. We'll kick up our gain just a little. Heading to 11. As you can see, we're getting a little more efficient, so we'll adjust our gain. Okay, let's go ahead and kick up our range setting a little bit, our intensity. And take her back down. We're going to go to 10 megacycles to 32 megacycles. There we are. Kick our range up again. And finally, take ourselves back all the way to the bottom. Our last step. We're going from 32 megacycles to 110. And there we are. So we've gone through the entire range, And let's go ahead and just demonstrate the RF modulator. Okay, this is unmodulated. And then we're going to go modulated. Unmodulated, modulated. So as you can see, there's no problem with modulation. And of course, attenuator, this would change the attenuation range. And all the way up again, fine attenuator. And as you can see, we can adjust the fine attenuation control, and it works just the way it's supposed to. About the only other thing to check would be the vernier accuracy, and we'll take a look at that now. Okay, we got ourselves connected up to this gold star frequency counter, and right now I'm on the band A. I'm at the 100 kilocycle mark on the dial. I'm just eyeballing it, and it pops up at 100 kilocycles on the frequency counter, 100.45. Let's go ahead and take her up to mid-band. That would be roughly 170 kilocycles, right about there. Comes out 168.8. And if I take this thing up to the full scale of 320, about there, comes up 317. So pretty doggone close. Another 1/16 of an inch puts us at 320. So let's go ahead and take ourselves back down again. Let's start at run range 2, and we are reading, we want to read 310, 31 would be right there, and I'm reading 310 or 311. It bounces one kilocycle. Let's go ahead and take ourselves up to mid-band, which would be about 55, would be 550 kilocycles. That would be right about there. I'm reading 545 or 6. So if I went to 550, then I need to move that much more. That's, gosh, that's maybe a 1/16 of an inch. It's nothing. Alright, we'll go to the next, we want to go to the maximum setting on that. That's 1100 kilocycles, which would put us right about there on the dial. And I'm reading 1.08, rounded to be 1.1 megacycles. If I was to try and make it 1.1, where would I need to go? And the answer is, I am about 1/8 of an inch beyond that mark, so all in all pretty close. Let's go ahead and take ourselves back on range C. We want 1 to 3.2, so here would be 1 megacycles. And then I want to go up to mid-range, which would be about 1.7, and there we go, 1.71, close. And if I go up to 3.2, would be right about there, and I'm getting 3.2 on the counter, 3.21 to be exact. Alright, let's go ahead and take ourselves to range D, and we'll start out at the low end. We want 3.1 right there. I get 3.09. And let's take it to mid-band, which would be about here. This would be about 5.5 megacycles. I'm getting 5.44. 5.5 would be right there, and the difference is one tiny little mark on the dial. So we were right on top of it. Let's take her up to 11 megacycles. And 11 would be right about there. I got 10.8. Band E, 10 megacycles. Alright, we got 9.9 on the dial. We want to go to mid-band, which would be about 17 megacycles. We got 16.8, maybe 16.9. And then I want to go to 32. Puts us right there. And we get 31.6. 32 would be, I don't know, less than 1/8 of an inch on the dial. Alright, and finally band F. We want to go from 32, should be right there, 32. We want to go to mid-band, which would put us, I am going to call it 60 megacycles. That'd be right about there. So we got, yeah, 60.323. And then finally the maximum of 110, right about there, and we get 110 on the counter. So the vernier is amazingly accurate for an analog vernier, and we've checked every range. We've checked every range for output. The output was clean. We had plenty of signal. And we see that the calibration on the vernier is accurate. Modulation works. The thing is in very nice, good-looking condition. It's a marvelous little unit. So good luck. This unit will come with a manual. And the manual takes you through the theory of operation, the build, calibration, gives you schematics. And takes you through the use of it, some troubleshooting, so on. So, good manual to have. You could spend easily $20-30 on the outside for something like this. It comes free with the unit. So, happy bidding, and good luck.